Hey there, future test takers, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a SAT sample question on power, and as we solve the question, we'll get familiar with the topic. Before going to the question, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. That's gonna be a huge help to the channel, and I'll be grateful. Thank you. The question is, which of the following is the correct form of minus 3 multiplied by I to the power of 8 minus 3 multiplied by I to the power of 6 minus 3I minus 1, where the imaginary number I is such that I squared equals minus 1. Alright guys, it's impossible to have a squared number equal to a minus or negative number. So that's why the question mentions imaginary. So that's not our topic. You can imagine anything you want, and we're gonna solve the question based on that imagination or assumption. So, so there is a rule to remember. When we have open bracket x to the power of a, close bracket to the power of b equals x to the power of a multiplied by b. If you remember this, solving this question is just 50% done. So let's go back to the question. The question had an imagination. Don't forget that. I to the power of 2, or I squared, equals minus 1. Let's rewrite the term that question is talking about in a way that we have I to the power of 2. That will help with the answer. So we'll have I to the power of 8 equals I to the power of 2 multiplied by 4. We need that 2 here because we have mentioned we have that mentioned in the question. So based on the rule that we just remembered, it's gonna be equal to open bracket I to the power of 2 close bracket to the power of 4, and we have I to the power of 2, it's minus 1, so it's gonna be easier to have the answer for that. Let's do exactly same thing for I to the power of 6. Exactly same thing. 6 equals 2 multiplied by 3. Then we'll have this term, and then we'll have these two, which are much easier to calculate. When we are talking about minus 1 to the power of a number, the thing that matters is that power is odd or even. If it's odd, the result is going to be minus 1, and if that's even, it's going to be 1. And uh, that's helpful with this question because we have broken down the term into simpler terms. So remember, this minus 1 to the power of 4 is going to be 1, and minus 1 to the power of 3 is going to be minus 1. So let's rewrite the term that question has asked and put minus 1 or 1 instead of I, and let's see how it goes. So instead of I to the power of 8, we'll have 1, and instead of I to the power of 6, we'll have minus 1. For I itself, we'll write this because in the the choices, all of them had minus 1, 2, so we need that. Excuse me, choices had I and to the power of 1, so we need that. We need to keep this. So from here we have um, minus 3 multiplied by 1 is going to be minus 3. Minus 3 multiplied by minus 1 is going to be 3. And the rest is just as is, and we cannot change that. So the answer is written here. It couldn't be easier. Minus 3 and 3 are going to be cancelled out. So the answer is minus 3 multiplied by I minus 1. And we find the answer among the choices. It may be, they may make a minor change in the order of the terms, but it doesn't matter. And the question is gonna be, the solution is gonna be right like that, very easy. And just the only thing to remember is a couple of very simple rules that it's easy to memorize.